we made it. Yes. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Plenty of time without Celtics games. Unbelievable stuff.
I'm sick of the no games.
Me too.
Mm.
This is going to be what, our fourth hour behind microphones today, Jack? Talking about nothing?
Mm-hmm.
But stay tuned.
Well, maybe not nothing, but the same thing over and over again, yes. But
what are we eating, by the way?
We have these things.
Oh, nice.
The bullseyes? So good.
Mm-hmm. Barely eating today, but we'll cut it off for now. Anyways, hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome in.
Wait till Doc Williams hears about this.
Yeah, right. More Celtics-Cavs talk coming right at you. We finally know the Celtics' second round matchup. It's the Cavaliers after the Magic decided to blow the largest Game 7 lead in NBA history. And now the gang is going to Cleveland, road tripping to Cleveland, which is going to be fun. I think Noah's already at the Airbnb.
For documentation. There'll be clips along the way.
What was that?
We should make
They can all rely on Noah for documentation.
Okay.
Are you going to vlog the road trip? Yeah, since you can't
totally
drive, you have to vlog the road trip.
No,
Are you guys actually going to drive?
My plan was always to vlog the road trip, and I am vlogging the road trip.
Yeah, she secretly can drive. This has just been a hustle.
Oh, man. But anyways, hello, everybody. How are we all doing today? Bobby, how are we?
Fantastic. Excited that there is basketball once again.
Amazing. Sam, I've talked to you, like I said, for 4 hours, but how you doing at 6:02 now?
Getting hungry. We're getting a little hungry again.
Justin, how are you?
Fantastic.
Noah, what about you?
Oh, someone else can't drive?
Yeah, Henry.
Oh, look who it
He
is.
falls asleep.
Get an age in the chat just to know if this is real.
Henry is 23, but he also has narcolepsy, Noah, so he has an excuse.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I was.
It's okay. You don't have to be sorry.
No, but so I see a line everywhere I look. You guys know this, right? Because I looked at the sun when I was in 3rd grade. So
Was
I'm
that
gonna
just the sun or like an eclipse?
Oh, you don't know the story?
No, it's
In
like when
3rd
you just
grade,
stared
I
at
don't want to derail us, but in 3rd grade, I looked at the sun during music class an hour straight. I looked away, saw a line of vision, assumed it would fade, and now, however many years later,
Which way does the line?
And it floats, so it looks like a moving object. So I actually think that it
that's
could be
obnoxious.
I'll excuse.
Henry, you're an ass.
Yeah, Henry's war story.
He did not want your truce.
He got domed by a baseball
But I'm
bat.
just saying it is.
Yeah, I'm convinced that I gave Henry narcolepsy. I don't know how medically possible that is, but that's my convincing. Cam, welcome in. How are you? You're muted. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Uh-oh. Could be your audio settings.
You're not muted in the StreamYard. It might be the input.
That's all right.
The answer is not as good as he would be if he was not muted.
Henry has taken several blows to the head. Anyway,
that's how he got catapulted.
Henry's my brother.
If I had to power rank his disabilities, that's number one.
They go hand in hand.
That's my favorite.
It's like a superpower combo. They go hand in hand. But anyways, Celtics-Cavs starts tomorrow night. Game 1. We had a very angry Cavs fan in our comments today saying we don't know ball because we said the Celtics match up well against the Cavaliers. And so our bad, hand up. We're clearly biased on the Celtics podcast that we host. But we'll go around the horn here just to get some initial thoughts and we can dive in a little bit deeper. Bobby, how you feeling headed into Celtics-Cavs? I know we talked on Talking C's, but what's your thoughts?
Yeah, so Jack and Sam already know this, but it's not a good matchup for Cleveland, even without Porzingis. I'm curious to see how the Donovan Mitchell responsibilities get divvied up. And when he played against Boston, it was a lot of sharing the floor with Porzingis or even Cornet. So it was a lot of drop coverage with Al Horford, smaller sample size, but you can feel more comfortable about playing up to the level of the screen. But there's just so many perimeter targets to go at on Cleveland. And when Isaac Okoro is in the game to help with that, now you can basically force them to play 4-on-5 at the other end of the floor. So it's just not a good matchup for a Cavaliers team that also is going to lose the math equation consistently because they don't take and therefore make that many threes. And it's going to be difficult for them to keep up with the Celtics.
Yeah, Cam, is the mic
you
working?
hear
How
me?
we doing? Yeah,
Oh,
welcome
yes.
in.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
I
he
think
is.
I
Howard.
think there's
There he
something
is.
broken with a laptop where the audio only works with a headphone. And unfortunately, there's a lot that's broken with this Cleveland Cavaliers team. It's just not their year. Look, Darius Garland broke his face twice, and Donovan Mitchell can still only breathe out of one nostril. Already, the Celtics were going to wax him anyways, but sometimes it's just not your year. The Orlando Magic are a plucky team, but are not a very good team. So that they barely squeaked past the Magic doesn't look very good for them. I said this on Celtics Lab the other day. Maybe the Cavs, who aren't a very good three-point shooting team, have a game where they hit 23s. Maybe Donovan Mitchell, goes for 45 or 50, and they get a win that way. But it would be no less than a nuclear disaster if the Celtics don't win this series. That would mean Joe Mazzulla loses his job. That would mean they trade Jaylen Brown. Like, it would be there's no excuse for the Celtics to lose this series. And more accurately, I think it's a sweep.
Wow, strong words from Cam. Sam, how are you feeling?
I feel like if we had a graphics person, they would have to make like a quote card. Nuclear disaster. If the
It's
Celtics
Chernobyl.
lose this series.
It's 3 Mile Island.
I love that. I couldn't agree more, to be honest with you. If the Celtics lose this series, I'll have a miserable summer, no matter what. Could win the lottery, still miserable. Money can't solve that kind of problem for me. I think this is a mismatch series as well. I think we're all in agreement for the most part. And it feels like the Celtics should be able to take care of business. They have an excellent defense. They have a almost identical defensive rating to the Magic. They are slightly better. So those of you that are like, well, Orlando's like a really scrappy defensive team. So are the Celtics. They have 2 all defensive caliber players in their starting backcourt to match up against the entire Cavs offense of Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Even though Jared Allen, as we discovered on the podcast, second leading scorer for the Cavs in the playoffs, but he's not playing right now. I'm sure he'll be back, but right now, not playing.
Oh, I really thought there was a pause. I'm sorry. Justin, thoughts on Cavs Celtics?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. They should take care of this team. I mean, they hit a wall at the All-Star break. They finished the season 12-17, really plummeted in both offensive and defensive ratings. But I am prepared for this to go unnecessarily long, considering they have Max Strus, Donovan Mitchell is a Celtics killer, and Karis LeVert. 3 Celtics killers, 1 team. I'm expecting this to go. It won't be a sweep specifically because of that.
That's a good point.
Okay, Noah, thoughts? Are you as confident?
I am pretty confident. I do think in general, like anything can happen in basketball. And I like to just remind people that because I feel like, it's you lose someone to an injury or you just never know, right? So knock on wood, everybody's healthy and nothing crazy happens. But hey, I'm sure we were all this confident in last year's Eastern Conference Finals when that series was starting as well. But that being said, this to me is not a difficult matchup. I have way more confidence this round than I even did last round. And I just don't, this Cavs team, just like they've had such an up and down season that even right now, like they kind of squeeze into the second round playing an opponent that maybe they tank to play or whatnot, but I don't think they really have a real run in them. So I have Celtics at 5 for this round.
All right. A lot of confidence there. I feel like Donovan Mitchell is the biggest X factor for the series. So I'm curious, how big of a difference do you think that makes between these 2 teams? Because I wrote about it for CelticsBlog. It feels like the biggest determining factor in the series, just like the Heat series, was if the Cavs make threes, they have a chance. If they don't make threes, they probably don't have a chance. And the biggest difference is the on-ball creation of Mitchell and Garland outweighs the on-ball creation of Tyler Hero and insert whatever Heat player you want here. It just is levels above that. So I'm curious how big of a difference you think that will make in this series, and if you think the Celtics defense will be stretched. How much thinner do you think they will be stretched in this series? And goodbye, Cam. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll go around the horn the opposite way, Noah. So I'll start with you. How big of a difference do you think those guys will make in the series versus the Heat series, and how similar do you think it'll be defensively?
Donovan Mitchell in particular.
Yeah, him and Garland, just like the ball handling, how much better that pick and roll is going to be than the Hero one, and what it means for offensive creation for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty low on Tyler Hero, and I think he had a tough series. I think they would have been better off if Duncan Robinson was in that backcourt playing big minutes, kind of at his best. So yes, they're more dangerous, and certainly Donovan Mitchell is a better player than anybody on Miami that they saw last round. But I'm not that worried about a Donovan Mitchell explosion. Like he went for 50 in game 6 and they lost. Then he went for 39 in game 7 and they barely won, right? So that team is not meant for success. You know, they're going to need more than just him. And I think Jaylen Brown's going to probably get that assignment and probably take that assignment pretty personally and do a good job of bothering him, as we saw him do to stars all year. But it's going to come down to the other guys, and it's going to come down to role players in particular, like guys like Max Strus, people that can go for 2 points or can go for 20 on any given night in Cleveland. And to me, that's more the variable thing here. I anticipate Donovan Mitchell will have a very good series and will put up a lot of points and will take a lot of shots.
Alrighty. Justin, do you feel the same? And if not, who is your X factor? Like, what do you think is going to be the biggest difference between the Cleveland's production or defense or anything versus what the Celtics just saw with the Heat?
I think it's going to be a lot tougher for the Celtics defense. I'm kind of going the other way just because at the end there, Miami was rolling out a JV squad. So this team has a little bit more talent. They have more scorers, capable scorers. So I look at Jaylen Brown as the X factor, like Noah. Like she said, I think he'll take the responsibility of Donovan Mitchell and something that he's really prided himself on this year. So I think he's the X factor in terms of the defense. I think like they're going to get creative though. Like it's a series, so you're going to see adjustments and they're going to get creative. But I think Jaylen Brown enters this as the guy who should be defending Donovan Mitchell, and I think he's the X factor for that reason.
Sam, how worried are you about Donovan Mitchell versus some of the other guys I know you wrote about?
So Justin did a tremendous job of bringing up the Celtic killers just hanging out, sitting there on the sidelines. You got Caris LeVert, who I wrote about it for CelticsBlog, didn't have as many Celtic killer games as I actually thought off the top of my head. He had the 51-point game, 41-point game, then a 26-point game, and then nothing else overly substantial. But he has the ability to explode. He is someone who has killed the Celtics in the past. He has done it in Boston. So if Cleveland is going to win a road game, especially at the beginning of the series, him catching fire could be an impact part of that. Also, having Max Strus is kind of annoying because you have like the only remnants of Heat culture left in the playoffs sitting there on the other end of the floor after you just extinguished the Heat in round one. So I'm sure he will have some sort of energy or message to his teammates with the experience of playing the Celtics in back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals, also having the chip on his shoulder of being a Celtic preseason hopeful and then getting snubbed to Taco Fall. Probably something that he keeps in the back of his mind too. And I guess if you want to lump in Georges Niang, he grabbed Jalen's knee last year and everyone was mad, and he's from Lawrence. So there's that too. But I think Mitchell was unbelievable in those last two games. Everybody else should be a laughingstock after what you saw in game 6 and 7 from the Cavs. I mean, he had 89 points. The rest of the team only had 80. Darius Garland was horrendous in both of those games. He had an 8-second violation with the game on the line in game 6. I mean, not game on the line, but they're trading baskets. They needed a bucket, and he can't even get the ball over half court. The rest of those guys gave them nothing in the fourth quarter of that game. Mitchell had all 18 points. It's a one-man show right now there, and you have to capitalize on it and kind of put them in a chokehold on defense.
Yeah. Bobby, do you share the same thoughts? How worried are you about Donovan Mitchell and or defensive matchups? Just how are you seeing this versus the Heat series that the Celtics just took down?
Well, I mean, it's certainly a considerable difference in terms of ability to attack off the bounce. But the other side of this is everyone's touched on how much of a workload and offensive responsibility Donovan Mitchell shoulders for them. He can be really impactful on that end of the floor and still be a net negative or not much of a positive contributor, because he can also be a target on defense. And so that's a problem. And then, I co-signed that Jaylen Brown seems like he'll get the start on him. That wouldn't be a surprise at all, but you can spin the dial. And I think Derek White did a pretty good job on him in the regular season. In particular, I think that Mitchell is underrated in terms of staying active when he doesn't have the ball. A lot of times it's just him running to go get it back, but he does move. He's not James Harden just recharging the stamina bar. So Derek White is someone who did a good job staying with him when he didn't have the rock. And so I think the beauty of it for the Celtics is that they can cycle through different options throughout the course of the game as they try to slow down Mitchell and just keep him off balance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of people in the comments have talked about the bigs as well, defensive matchups, who guards. Here you go. No Dean Wade for those worried about the Dean Wade game again. I guess we get some good news there. But it does look like Jared Allen is still up in the air. I've seen a lot of things about like how will the Celtics guard Evan Mobley? Will they put Drew Holiday on them? Will they guard him straight up? How do they want to avoid getting Al Horford guarding the perimeter? What sort of defensive coverages do you think we'll see in game one? Do you think the Celtics will guard the Cavs straight up, as in matchup 1 through 5 normally? Who do you think guards Mitchell? Who do you think guards Mobley? How do you see that working, and how do you see them adjusting to I want to say livelier Cavs offense, but considering they also spent a few games below 100 points against the Magic, I don't know about that. So we'll start with Justin here. Justin, how do you see the Celtics guarding the Cavs in terms of matchups?
Yeah, I think they're going to start kind of straight up and see where that gets them. But it all kind of depends on Jared Allen's health. Obviously, he's a big factor in this. And if he plays, that changes things drastically and what the Celtics can do defensively. But to start, I can see them going with just straight up, just we're better than you and we have the horses to do so. So I can see them starting with that. And then depending on Jared Allen's health, that changes things.
Yeah. Sam, thoughts? How do they match up?
I think we talked about this where you can take a look at how Denver used Jokic in the Lakers series, and they kind of had him guard Hachimura because Hachimura isn't the strongest screener. You may see the Celtics do something similar with Al Horford, where he's like guarding Okoro or somebody that isn't necessarily going to be an offensive creator or a great screen setter. Meanwhile, you might have somebody that you would like to see switch, maybe Tatum guarding Mobley, because they're about the same frame. Even though Mobley is considered a big guy, he's, as we found out today, Jack, the same weight as Tatum. So he can definitely hang with him. Tatum is a good defender, despite not necessarily getting recognized for it all the time. And then take your pick with the backcourt. Drew Holiday will probably guard Donovan Mitchell just because he's got the little extra strength compared to Derek White. But White, he could do the job too. Those two guys are both excellent all-NBA level defenders. They should have no problem, or the least amount of problem possible, I should say.
Yeah. Bobby, what do you think of matchups?
Yeah, I think that you can go straight up and put Tatum on Evan Mobley and be just fine. And it doesn't even have to be designed as the intent is, hey, we're pre-switching here. It just kind of works out nicely in the sense of you can contain Mobley, who's not known as much of a scorer to begin with, and then also feel comfortable switching it if Mobley is the screener. Maybe they keep Mobley back in the dunker spot and make Tatum be the rim protector, but he has the size and savvy to handle that role. So I think the Celtics, even with Allen out there, that they'll continue to play them straight up, and that I understand the case for, hey, if Cleveland goes small, maybe that's a boost they need in terms of athleticism and some more offensive firepower, but the matchups still just aren't in their favor. So this is a series where you would think the Celtics, that they're their own worst enemy in terms of if they don't come with the right approach and Cleveland's hot that night, then maybe they get got. That's why the safe prediction is 5 games, but that's still a gentleman's sweep.
Noah, thoughts on matchups?
Yeah, I think we're probably going to see a bunch of different looks. Like I think that's what makes the Celtics defense exciting and effective. Is probably throughout the series we're going to see a variety of things. But I would imagine that Jaylen Brown will get the assignment on Donovan Mitchell to start, just going off of Donovan Mitchell-like players this year. And I would guess that he's the guy tasked with the job at the beginning. And I think with Porzingis out, like you can pretty much just switch everybody and not have to worry. You know, it makes their defense a little bit more versatile almost. Although I did see, I think his rim protection numbers are a little bit underrated. Like as far as actually reducing field goal percentage of the rim, he has one of the best percentages in the league. So I think maybe like people underestimate that, what they're losing a little bit there. But I think Jaylen Brown probably gets the assignment. And then we've seen so many times throughout this year, like if a guy is going off, then they'll put Drew Holiday on him, or then, second half, Tatum gets the start on him. So I could see Donovan Mitchell just kind of getting people's looks. And, if you put Drew Holiday on Darius Garland and he rattles him from the start, like Darius Garland has had a tough year. I think it's not going to, Drew Holiday chasing him around just by reputation, just like seeing that guy match up against you. I think that'll be enough to take him out from the get-go. So maybe that's how it starts, but I'm curious to see like what their initial look is and how that evolves if Donovan Mitchell's having a big night, which we kind of all are anticipating that he'll have to, right, in order for them to be competitive here.
Yeah. Henry asking who will start if Jared Allen doesn't. They've gone with Okoro decent amount. Marcus Morris has also gotten some big minutes, but What'd you say?
It's ridiculous. The Marcus Morris is stepping into the starting line.
Well,
Semifinal.
that's what I was gonna ask next. So, Sam, I know you wrote about it, so I'll go to you last so you can wrap it up.
Okay.
I want to ask all of you, which player would piss you off the most if they had a huge game against the Celtics? Anybody on the Cavs roster, up and down.
Good question.
If they just popped
That's a
off
great question.
for a monster game to win the Cavs a game, who like Dean Wade-esque?
This is a no-brainer.
Who would annoy you the most? Okay, start it up, Noah. Who would annoy you the most?
I feel like if
Okay.
Max Strus is like keeps the Heat alive, like you think you're done with them, but then Max Strus is now averaging 25 a night, like that would just be so annoying. I don't think he has it in him, and he honestly hasn't been. I didn't read your article yet, Sam. Apologies, but I never thought of him as like a real Celtics killer. Like statistically, I feel like he actually wasn't one of the guys.
He's not.
Right, but there's this feeling because every time he makes a three, it's like I can't believe this is happening. But so he would be tough, but I don't think he has it in him.
I was looking at that last night too. His stats, like cumulative stats against the Celtics, especially in the postseason, are actually rather underwhelming. But like last year, those first 3 games, like he was so big, just knocking down big threes that he was a big reason the Celtics fell behind in that 3-0 hole. So he is a certified Celtics killer, even though the numbers might not imply that.
Justin, who would piss you off?
I go with Strus too, because he's not like a Celtics killer. He's really like not one. He just comes up big, like randomly, whenever he feels like it. So I think that's an easy one because like it would be Mitchell. And I looked at it last night. He has the second most points against the Celtics since the 2019-2020 season. And he was in Utah for 2 of those seasons. He's only behind Joel Embiid. So Donovan Mitchell gets his against the Celtics. So it wouldn't be fair to say him because everyone kind of expects that one. And Karis LeVert, I just don't see it. I think Strus is more likely. So I go Strus. Like I'd just be furious. Like not this guy again.
Bobby?
Well, so in terms of the most ridiculous, it would be Marcus Morris, who somehow is out here earning playoff starts in 2024. But as far as who would be the most agitating, I mean, is Dean Wade out for the series? Is he completely off the table?
He's been out
indefinitely right now.
Yeah, he's been out indefinitely.
So it at least theoretically is possible for him to return and do it once again. So he's kind of who I lean towards there. But as far as, I didn't even realize that Noah never moved out of the Airbnb.
It's my real house now. What are you talking about?
Put that down payment. Though, Karis LeVert, as someone who is a certified Celtics killer that doesn't really do that to other teams, that would also be annoying. That's almost like a why does this always happen against us and really just us type of feel to it. So Karis LeVert it would just be agitating if he's the one that this one time gets hot yet again.
Sam?
All right, so I'll go for a bit. First and foremost, I despise Max Strus. I'm sick and tired of this fucking guy. He cried. He's probably still crying about the foot out of bounds thing in the Miami Conference Finals in 2022. He obviously was a Celtic, didn't make the team, obviously lost after Taco Fall, but he's just always been there with the Heat. And he made a great career in Miami. Now he's in Cleveland. I really just don't need that weird Heat culture remnants looming over this series. I don't. I'm sick and tired of him. As far as a guy, I don't know anything about him. I don't know if he's a pain in the ass guy, so I'm not going to denounce him as a person. But as a player, I'm sick and tired of playing this guy. Karis LeVert, somebody I'm not thrilled to see in the playoffs just because those monster scoring games, they do live rent-free in the back of my head. I do think about being at the 51-point game where the Celtics blew a lead against the Nets and lost in overtime. However, if somehow, with the injuries lining up, Tristan Thompson is in a game and he makes an impact, do you know how upset I'm going to be? You know how high Jack's blood pressure is going to be on the post game when I'm screaming and won't let him talk? If I have to watch Tristan Thompson have a double-double game off the bench, maybe block a big shot, it might break me.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. All right. Anything else? Is there anything else bouncing around that we wanted to cover before we get to trivia and hang out for a little while? Anybody have any thoughts on the series?
I think we're ready for trivia.
Trivia
I
time?
think so.
Let me pull the wheel up. We'll have a clean 2v2 for today. Let's see here. I'll put you guys in trivia formation. As it is, Sam, you can turn the ducks on if you'd like.
I'll turn on
Yes.
the ducks. I'm not going to pull up Jared's comment, but he did make me laugh.
I didn't see
That was a
it,
good one.
but I don't know if I want to.
I mean, you can see it, but it doesn't have to go on the screen.
I'd say it shouldn't, but it is funny.
Jesus, Jared. Oh my Lord.
Jared, what do you think? I don't think we've had you in a live since this happened. Thoughts on the Thunder big timing Allie LaForce for their local interview on the TNT broadcast? That may upset you.
What a random discussion topic.
Bobby up top.
Let's get it.
Well, Jared is a noted Allie LaForce fan.
That was a great moment, though. Even she's got
I
to
love that.
appreciate that as much as she, I'm sure, didn't love it.
It's never
It
going to
happens
happen.
again. Is he on there twice again?
Jack has rigged this against us.
He might have been on there twice. Yeah,
You got to redo
but
it.
but just
No
but
integrity
Justin,
for the
but
game.
fine. You want me to redo it? I'll redo it.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
This is it, Sam. This is the one.
But that would mean that I'd have to compare with Justin.
Damn.
We would tear it up. I don't know what that's supposed to be. We would tear stuff up, Noah.
This is the first time I've ever been picked first. Feels good. Oh.
Chance.
Oh.
Let's get it.
50-50. All right.
All
Congratulations.
right, we made it. This is a
All right,
momentous
guys. I gotta go. Can I
All right.
demand a trade?
Now, I need to ask you guys a question before we get going.
I famously win every time, so
This has a minimum minutes. So, i.e., the player needs to have played at least 100 minutes to qualify to be eligible to like be an answer. If you guess a player who has played fewer than 100 minutes, do you want to get a DNF or do you want another guess? Do you
Well,
understand what I'm saying?
What's the
Yeah,
what's the
another guess,
what's
another
the criteria here?
Fewest shots taken by Celtics in the playoffs since 2014, but the player has to have played at least 100 minutes.
oh, I
Okay.
see.
So if you guess O'Shea Brissett, spoiler alert, who has not played 100 minutes, do you want me to give you 100 for your score, or do you want me to give you another guess? Do you know what I'm saying?
I see.
Probably another guess, right?
How about you get another guess, but you only get one extra guess per turn? As in, you can't just keep spamming, oh, I'll guess this player, and you get closer and closer to that 100 minute mark.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
Deal.
So you only get 2 chances. And then if you get a player under the limit twice, I'll give you, I'm trying to think of what the good line would be. I'll give you whatever the max is on the board at the time you will get. Or the max plus like 20, something like that. So something,
Okay.
the max plus 20. All right. So Bobby, Sam, please do not take as long as you did in trivia this morning.
No.
Dear God.
I'd be surprised if that happens. I'd take the under on that.
In fact, I'm putting a 60-second timer per answer.
Okay.
So we
Respect.
Yeah, like these guys, you two weren't there. Talking to you this
It's
morning.
a good
trivia
question,
took
Jack.
It was
Trivia
a good question.
It's a
30
sign of
minutes.
respect to what you cooked up.
My God. All right, I'm putting a 60-second timer on. You guys are on the clock.
Hmm.
Who we think it's Sam?
I'll give you a 30-second warning soon. You're halfway done, and then I'll count down from 10.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess. Is that okay?
Yeah, fire away.
I'm gonna guess Amir Johnson.
That
He
was
the
my
first person
guess.
that came to mind for me.
Great minds think alike.
And for what it's worth,
Probably
this is
100.
not made. This is attempted. It's taken, but
Okay.
exactly what I typed in was fewest shots taken by a Celtics player in playoffs since 2014, at least 100 minutes played. That said, Amir Johnson,
I like that.
63.
Sam, I got our next guess.
All right.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock, Justin and Noah.
I don't like this. I don't know if that was a good answer. or not. I can't even clap for myself.
This is
You got any ideas, Noah?
No.
Minimum 100 minutes.
Yeah, the first guess. Chat's off, by the way. Chat's off.
Cats are off.
Yep.
For what it's worth, Sam, the first person in the chat, Eli, Same wavelength as you. Just hit you.
Shout out Eli, legend.
Everybody was thinking it.
I think I have one.
Go ahead.
Daniel Tice. I'm just thinking on the same kind of wavelength
I
here
like
with
it.
the big guys.
Good one.
What?
He played a lot of minutes.
Yeah, he did.
It's
All right,
not,
60
you want to think of people that played like
seconds.
just around 100 minutes.
All right,
Right.
Jack. I will submit Shane Larkin.
Good answer. Good answer. Maybe.
35.
Good answer. Yeah. Wow, what a pull.
Sugar Shane, baby.
60 seconds on the clock. Some catch-up work to do for y'all.
You got anything? Hey, you're kind of
Assault.
So, I want to say the people I'm thinking of haven't played 100 minutes. Like I'm thinking of Luke Cornett. He hasn't played 100 minutes.
He might have.
You
You never
think?
know. No, I don't
Has he
think so.
played? I don't want to get my ex right away.
You get one per
Good
round.
point.
It's 1x per round.
Oh yeah, we get one per round. Oh shoot.
Yes. 30-second warning.
Oh,
35.
oh God.
Do Cornet and run out, like reset the clock.
Oh, the clock resets.
Brilliant strategy from Justin.
Yeah, right. Come on.
This is Jason Kidd running into him to spill the drink. Stop play.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen. Did Cornett even play last year in the playoffs?
8,
Oh,
Alright.
no.
7,
Do Cornet
6,
now, and then
Luke
we'll come
Cornett.
back.
Luke
Was it
Cornett.
100
All right,
minutes?
let me see. I need to
get
check
100
and see
minutes?
if he played 100
All
minutes.
right.
Hold up, let me look.
Bonus
If
time.
I need
not,
to do
then
some
we just-
research. Yeah.
Bonus time. Now keep thinking.
Breaking news. Getting Jersey mics tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're getting?
Oh, yeah. Number 7, Mike's with pickles, rosemary parm bread.
That sounds phenomenal.
I gotta go find my tweet, actually. I gotta go find it. It's easier to look on the phone.
I do not believe he's played 100 minutes. So because
He's gotta be close.
Yeah, Luke Cornett. Let me look. Luke Cornett minutes in playoffs for Celtics since 2014. He's played 83 minutes. So,
Oh,
so
just short.
60 seconds on the clock again. That was your one strike.
There we go. That's why we did it.
I need you, man.
Jack, we
Um,
could do once you get a strike, it's 30 seconds. Considering
Whoa, whoa.
considering the shenanigans that we're watching
Yeah,
unfold.
the position that you're in.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Well, you guys will get the same advantage.
It's just when the pressure's on, I just blank. I can't even think of how to play right now.
What about Robert Williams?
30-second warning.
Ton of minutes.
Warnings
but
are
how
so
many
funny.
shots?
He played so many minutes though.
I know. I'm trying to think of bigs. I don't know.
What you need to think of is like bench players that just hit the 100-minute mark. You know,
Just
15.
getting out there doing
why is
cardio.
he here for one run?
She's coaching him up.
I know. I say I had 0 ideas.
9, 8, 7,
Give me something.
6.
Okay, Rob
Five.
Williams. Rob Williams.
Robert Williams.
Oh.
Third.
All right. Let's see.
Low-key Malcolm Brogdon.
Ooh.
Oh no, he
Low-key
got
Brogdon.
pushed when he could. Gonna be like 800 points.
I'm following.
Sam,
on the
do
sword
you
on
have
this one.
someone in mind right now?
Yeah, I have like 2 guys.
Oh,
All right, you can go first.
Oh man. Oh man.
No, I didn't even see the number. All right. Shemi Ojale.
The biceps. Love it.
No, what about our buddy on the staff now? You know
Put
what I'm
it-
talking about?
I know who you're talking about.
Justin, everyone knows who you're talking about.
Guys,
I know
not not to alarm you, but their 3 guesses combined are less than both of your individual answers.
exactly- Yeah, come on.
Oh, come on.
Assault.
I like your guess.
Phil Pressey.
Phil Pressey. Now, I gotta look because I don't think he meets the minutes. But
Wait, Justin, I'm texting.
Oh man.
so he has played in 5 minutes.
No.
Oh, that's it.
Since
I bet you there are
rookie.
5 damn good ones.
Jump ball won against LeBron more than anybody.
So I'm gonna start you 60 seconds. Hit me.
I'm waiting.
Bobby,
Yes,
I'm gonna
Henry.
start texting you answers.
The background is a house. Yes.
Phone's ready when you.
Did you send this text?
I just got 1 billion.
Ooh.
I have a crazy text that I just sent you.
Eli
like
says
it.
all it takes
I
is
like
Bobby or Sam guessing Marcus Smart and Swords back in it.
We know it's not Petrus.
I like it.
No, he took too many shots.
I was thinking 2 of these 3.
That he definitely didn't get 100.
My second guess?
Yeah.
He might have.
10, 9.
I'm gonna bring him in. I'm gonna bring him in.
All right, ring it
What?
in. Ring it in. I like it.
Romeo.
Good answer.
Oh. I think she's looking at her screen, Sam.
Yeah.
Hacked our text message.
Oh, you guys were texting about him?
Yeah,
He
we're gonna
was-
have to
he
go
was my
to.
number one
to
answer.
Leslie
Oh, nice.
from
There
now
you
on.
go.
Hey!
I'm gonna sit back and watch.
Let's
You're
go.
carrying us.
And Chris Paul hits a 3 to cut the lead down.
Okay, all it takes is for them to say like Jaylen Brown by accident, and we're back.
Yeah.
We're
Hey,
That's
guys,
it.
don't
Simple as that, man.
crazy like that. Good guess, Ben. That's a good answer.
Bobby, you can fire.
All right, we will go with Cavaliers legend Tristan Thompson.
It's a good guess.
Is this like Family Feud? We're like, good answer.
Great answer. Good answer.
Yeah, we need the claps.
How many of the top answers are left, Jack?
Oh,
You guys may
Man.
have gotten 2 of the top 3 already.
okay. We really need them to mess up. That's kind of like the ball's not in our hands anymore. You know,
Yeah. We just gotta control what we can
our
control.
fate is in our hands.
How opposed is Team Crest to me giving clues?
You can
Considering
give clues. What do I care?
You can give clues.
no,
It's more of like we want the challenge. Like I'm curious
Right.
how good our guesses are.
there's a couple players who literally just joined the team this year that have played one singular series.
I mean, that's not a clue.
Oh, that's no fun.
Bobby, it doesn't matter, brother.
That's what I was thinking about, but I was thinking that they haven't reached 100 minutes because O'Shea didn't.
Porzingis.
Thank you. You got it. Oh my god! See, Bobby, I gave him a clue, and Noah still didn't get the player I was talking about.
Fair enough.
Wait, who? Wait, don't say.
I already said it.
It's been
Your
said.
teammate said
It's
it.
been.
Who said it?
It's on the board.
Wait, who rang it in?
Porzingis,
I did.
Justin.
I didn't hear.
That ain't no
So
problem.
is Drew the other?
Yeah, you want to guess, Drew? You want to guess?
Yeah.
I think it's more fun, Sam, if we take the other name in our text
If
that
we
you
fire
put out.
off,
Your
which
name,
one would you like?
the Italian Stallion.
Luigi Totome. Did he get enough minutes in 2015?
Oh, good one. He's
I
a
don't think
trivia.
he did,
He's
actually.
I don't
starting
think
to
he
become a
did either,
trivia
but it was
legend.
worth a guess. It's
You
no
guys,
harm, no foul.
you guys should guess Peyton Pritchard.
No, he didn't take enough. Yeah, you guys guessed.
Do we want to
Jabari
take?
Parker.
This is your second guess. You want to
Says,
submit
hold,
that?
hold on, Samuel.
Okay, all right.
Do we want to take the person I texted, or do we want to just take Drew?
We can take yours. 'Cause
All
that
right,
guy
we
definitely
will-
played enough minutes.
We will go with Evan Fournier.
That
Ooh.
bum.
Let's be nice.
Nah, I can't. See it. Oh.
Certified Celtics killer Evan Fournier.
Literally, like all meanings of the word. Like plays against the team, awesome. Plays for the team, kills them from within.
Oh, I... Justin, I'm
Yeah.
texting you.
All right.
Parker's at 59 minutes for what it's worth.
Whew.
Datome only 14.
Legacy minutes for Datome.
What do you think?
Still waiting for it.
Oh, for my text?
Yeah.
Did I text the wrong Justin Turpin?
How funny that'd be if she texted like a group chat with all of us.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Or should we take Drew?
No, this is more fun.
Okay. You know what? But then if we take Drew, we can do this guy next.
Isn't this the last one? No, or are we doing 6?
You get 6.
Oh,
I have
alright,
some
yeah,
bad
alright.
news for you. Unless they guess Jason Tatum, I think you're good.
All right, well, we'll take Drew then here, and we'll let them kind of do their own thing.
Bobby,
Yeah,
this could be a way for you to be an ally.
not a chance.
If you want to uplift women in sports right now, you
No.
can just take Jalen Brown.
I think it would be patronizing and therefore insulting and not a
I
positive.
could make you
for
guys pick someone who's
Wow.
played at least. I could make you guys pick someone who's played at least 200 minutes. Make it harder for you. Or we could just play it out and you guys can clobber them respectfully.
Sam, are you familiar with a player whose nickname was the plumber?
No.
I'll text it to you.
I'm actually kind of upset that I'm not.
That's a dope nickname.
It may
Oh,
have
that's a
come
good one.
from-
Yeah, guess him.
We'll take Brad Wanamaker.
He might even
Since
hit the
when
200
do they call him
minutes.
the plumber?
I know.
It might have been a weird Celtics Twitter nickname.
He did hit the 200 minutes for what it's worth.
Ah,
Wow, that's a flex from Bobby.
daily double right there.
That's Bobby throwing a self alley-oop.
Talk it.
Okay, so you guys need negative a lot of minutes. Negative a lot of minutes.
And it's freedom.
That was a good guess.
That's a very good guess. 42.
Don't love him, but good guess.
So really, where things went wrong was Robert Williams and James.
Was the entire start of the guessing.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'll take full responsibility for both of
You
those.
guys,
But I was in prison. I was still frozen at that point. So
Romeo and Freedom were both great guesses. These
Correct.
were a little
Oh,
bit
those
of
are mine.
hand-me-downs.
They were not hand-me-downs. They were good guesses.
Aaron Neesmith, 35 shots.
I texted Justin about him earlier, and then I
Aaron
thought it
Neesmith.
would take 20 minutes.
Yeah, Aaron Neesmith was another top answer. Greg Monroe, 38 shot attempts.
Guess Derek White to make it interesting is an elite comment.
Hauser is up there.
He is?
Tyler Zeller, Gerald Green.
Actually,
Yeah, Hauser's only attempted
Ooh, Zeller was a
62
good
shots.
one.
Gordon wouldn't have been terrible. Actually, would have been pretty bad. But yeah. All right, there we go. Sam and Bobby collected mines. Take the dog.
Zeller makes a surprising amount of the trivias that we do. For someone who has
Yeah.
no place in terms of carving out a memory in Celtics history, he gets on here a lot.
I tried to
Buzzer
keep it
beater
random.
Zeller.
I try to
Buzzer
make it
beater
fun.
Z.
All right. Anyways, let's go around the horn. Tell people where they can find your work. Tell people where they can find you on Twitter, all that stuff. Noah, where can people find you?
Noa Dalzell NBA.
Don't sound so sad
Yeah.
about it. God
Yeah, right?
damn.
You know, you have to lose when you're known for being a winner. You know, it's just tough.
Are the vlogs going to be on Twitter?
Justin, I knew we were being in trouble.
Damn.
I think
what?
me and Sam earned the right to run it back.
Noah, are the vlog videos from the road trip going to be on Twitter?
I saw a
the plan?
comment that said she's clueless. I've gotten down before.
Actually, that's probably just, like nice for what you get.
Yeah, that's true. We'll just
Bobby.
put her in the kitchen and have her make me a sandwich.
Bobby, where can people find you and your work?
SI Media Group, Inside the Celtics, si.com/NBA/Celtics, and at Bobby Krivitsky.
Yes, sir. Sam?
You can find me on this channel. How about them Celtics on YouTube? Subscribe, leave a like. We're doing all kinds of stuff. We have these streams, Talking Seas with Bobby. Regular videos, 5 a.m. every single day. And
5 a.m.
CelticsBlog and some Inside the Celtics.
5
Early
a.m.
risers.
Every morning. You got to hit
Every day.
the commute people. They got to have a video to watch. on
I
their
love
morning
it.
Commute.
I love it.
Justin, where can people find you?
You can catch me at WEEI.com on the Slam podcast and at Justin M. Turpin.
Yes, sir. You guys can find me on Twitter at Simone NBA. You can find us here every single Tuesday usually, or sometimes Monday or Wednesday if there's a game on Tuesday like this week. For Celts of the Roundtable, you can find me, Bobby, and Sam 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Talking Season. Sam and I every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday for full pods, and every single day on this channel with videos, 5 a.m. like you said. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.